What's up? Tom Brady is the greatest pro sports athlete of all time. So today my goal is to persuade my audience of why I think Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time. Even if you don't know anything about sports or watch any sports, you should still know him through his fame and who he is in the economy. Along with LeBron James, they have a big influence on everybody. And so I know everybody has their different opinions on who their greatest quarterback of all time is or who their greatest athlete is. But today I'm going to tell you why I believe Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time with how many Super Bowls he has, his accomplishments and achievements during his career, and the type of leader he is. And so, his Super Bowls. Tom Brady has the most Super Bowls in history of sports. And this year, he got his number 7th championship, his ring. Every athlete talks about the rings. They always rings as in championships. So you say rings because that cements your legacy. Being having sorry. Every athlete wants a ring for a championship. That's everybody's goal because that gets you at the top. Stats come along with that, but they'll if you want to get to there, stats will make that happen. I don't know if I say that right, but if you get the stats there, then you'll get to the championship. I mean, that's for some people. Some people like Drew Brees only has 1 Super Bowl in his career, and he's one of the all-time. He has a lot of. He in quarterback stats is up there for top. He's up there in top 5 in every quarterback stat, but he only has 1 Super Bowl. And a lot of quarterbacks are up there in top 5, and they have 0 Super Bowls. So I guess I kind of didn't say that right. But I'll get more into that about Tom Brady. And so his after his 7th Super Bowl this year, I kind of figured that Tom Brady was a GOAT. I kind of just started accepting it that he's the greatest quarterback of all time. And I think everybody in the whole sports universe realized that. Even people that have been playing and people that play now, people that play against Tom Brady know he's the best. On social media, after he won the 7th Super Bowl, everybody just started talking about how Tom Brady's the GOAT. How did he do this in his first year? And Joe Montana said this, in quotes, Joe Montana. He said, Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback to ever play this game. He said that before he even won this year. He said he didn't even need to win this year. He still would have been the greatest. Joe Montana, one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play, said that about another quarterback, that he's the greatest quarterback of all time. And so he does have all those rings, but he also has stats that go along with it, so he's not just getting carried. He's a 14-time Pro Bowler, 3 times regular season MVP. He is a 3-time All-Pro. MVP and All-Pro, that's one of the best things. If you want to cement your legacy as a player, being an All-Pro and an MVP is definitely an accomplishment you need to have. And Tom Brady was that 3 times each for both of those. He also he's a 5-time Super Bowl MVP, which is he's the most valuable player of the Super Bowl, which he's not getting carried by those games. Let's see. So, and then I'm gonna talk about his leadership. Tom Brady, he's one of the best leaders that this game has ever seen. And you want that from your quarterback. You want the quarterback to be the biggest leader on the team. Tom Brady, he's always had that mentality that I'm going to win. Win comes first. He told a player this year, in quotes, suck it up. We don't play for Pro Bowls. We play for Super Bowls. And even after they won conference championship, he told a player, "Stop crying. We're not done yet. We still have a Super Bowl to win." And he told his players before the Super Bowl, he texted them every night. There's 2 weeks they had, the 2 week span they have every night. We're gonna win the Super Bowl. He's just the greatest leader, I personally think, to ever play the game, and you want that from your quarterback. He's just, I don't even know what to say. He's just the greatest quarterback to ever play the game. So, in conclusion, from what I told you, if I haven't persuaded you yet about the amount of Super Bowls he's won, the stats he has to back it up, and the leadership he has, in his first year there at Tampa Bay, he won a Super Bowl. That's not very common for a player to do at all. He made a team up. He made a team up this year that was very mediocre last year. Brought them together this year. They were a little decent midseason, and he got on. They figured it out their bye week, and they went on a run. Like, that just doesn't happen after the first year. That's very uncommon for a first-year team to win the Super Bowl, and it all started with Tom Brady. So from what I've told you, it doesn't persuade you to think that Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time, then I don't know what will.